fucking try this again. So, my computer again just completely hard crashed. And I've been getting a lot of blue screens over the last couple of days, so I think, not entirely sure, but I'm pretty confident that my CPU might be shitting itself. To the point where I'm going to send an email to the people that sent me the CPU and be like, hey, why have you sold me shitty goods? Again, I don't like shitting on companies that I, buy stuff from, because if I enjoy the product, I don't think that's very fair. But in this instance, I have had fucking nothing but trouble ever since buying my PC from CyberPower UK, so I don't get it, because friends of mine have not had this experience. It just seems to be me. I'm just that lucky. But even though I might have a somewhat limited knowledge of how to put together a PC, thermal paste shouldn't be on the inside of your CPU socket. I know that. That's pretty simple shit, right? But they sent me one out with thermal paste in the CPU socket and then tried to gaslight me, saying it was me that put it there. So, Anyway, negative experiences with shitty customer service aside, we are back in Hobbs Barrow. We are finally back after a restart, a cursed run. Let's just say that this is the the start of the stream, okay? I don't want to start it with 5 minutes of slagging off CyberPower UK, because a lot of my friends have had good experiences. I, however, have not. But there's different people working for that company. It might just be one bad egg. So, good morning, J-Dog. I hope your day is going significantly better than my evening.
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far.
Honestly, Jay? Yeah. I've done it myself before. It's just when I ordered this one, I didn't really have the time to do it.
The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance.
But I have basically rebuilt this PC from the ground up at this point. I have RMA'd the graphics card, the RAM, so the only real things left are the CPU and the motherboard. So I know it's not the power supply, because I am nowhere near hitting of that 1,000 watts. I am nowhere near that at all.
The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate. I've no desire to wander the furrows.
Have a quick look around first.
This is not mine to take.
Didn't I need a bucket for something, in the town? Oh, goat. Hey, buddy.
Easy, girl.
Hello.
Why do I feel like goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
It's probably because it's going to get sacrificed. Normally people let goats run free in moorland like this, especially on a farm. Yeah, normally I have made my PCs in the past, but like I said, circumstances required that I didn't really have the time.
What do you want?
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye. What do you want, lass?
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why do you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the Barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Last time?
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. My brother dug it up. Must have been, what, 25 years ago? You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
That's quite an intimidating goat you own.
Ha! The old girl does a better job of protecting this farm than any hound would. She still produces a lot of milk for us, so we forgive her.
For fuck's sake. Are you all hearing this as well? Apologies, like, I don't know if that came from on stream, but I just basically got ear shagged so fucking hard then. My fucking computer, I swear to Christ. I swear to fucking God. It's not even like I've got a lot of shit running at the minute. It was crunchy for a moment. Yeah, all I could hear was a massively loud, like, tearing noise. Like a full-on, like, kind of noise solidly in my ear at max volume. Fuck this company. Honestly, fuck them at this point. They've done me so dirty with this PC. But yeah, other than the PC bullshit, I was actually quite good today, but I'm getting more pissed off by the moment, if I'm honest. Which is annoying, because I was really looking forward to playing this. I really want to enjoy it, but if it keeps fucking up like that, I'm not going to be able to.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his
It's not
animals.
even a year
What
old,
is he
Jay.
like?
It's
Oh,
not
I've
even a
hardly let it
year
out.
old.
He sends his
It's
workers
still
here to
in
pick up the
warranty.
crops.
I see. You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time.
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow.
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's Dave Jones. If that name sounds familiar, it's because it's Halson from Baldur's Gate 3.
What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock. Even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden.
Yeah, Dave Jones. Halson from Baldur's Gate 3. Also, Thomasina, the main character in this, is Sam Bayard, who is Karlak in Baldur's Gate 3 as well.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Bryden.
I live here with my wife. And I might be long in tooth, but I can still run this farm without too much help.
Is your wife home?
She's out in fields, lass. Pulling weeds. The curse of such fertile soil. 40 years we've been married. I couldn't do it without her, you see.
How splendid.
Aye. My wife is a fine woman. Are you married, lass?
No, no. I've had my fair share of proposals, Mr. Bryden, but that's not the life for me.
Marriage is an important institution. You'll find a man one day.
I manage rather well without one, Mr. Bryden. What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the Barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he'd block the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
From London 10.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
You wish to see proof of what?
I can't let any... What proof have you of your claims?
Thanks for your time.
Ta-ra now.
I have the letters, right? Can I... Okay, I can't use that. Got my chisel, but... my trowel.
A fine white... I found it... I'm not sure they would...
Okay. There we go.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Leonard making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this. But yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
So where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it.
That seemed way too simple. Considering so far everything has been steering me away. Seems odd that I can just walk straight in. Soon be spooky time. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm on my way.
I probably should have brought my umbrella.
Probably.
AR. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to. Finally, here it is. Hobbs Barrow.
Did a good job covering it up.
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
Jump scare time.
That smell. Earthy and sweet.
3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come. Are you ready for your first excavation?
Yes, Daddy.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird.
It's
Good
such
luck.
a good word,
Thank
isn't
you,
it?
Daddy.
Capital. That is like a resounding success.
Thomasina, we don't excavate with our bare hands.
Now I'm ready. Father told me I should always carry a trowel on. Nothing here. No treasures here.
Any more?
Hello.
There we go.
Treasure.
I love how he just looks directly into the camera. Is that an
Daddy, I
urn?
found the treasure. Look.
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious. Take good care of it, all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
I was so expecting it to just drop it. Like, immediately drop it to the ground. So, what this is telling me is use this on something.
In good time.
Okay.
I do have a feeling there is something exceptional to be discovered here. I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate.
Okay, so now I've got to win him over. We've got the AR stone. The R stone. So I know there's an Arthur in the village, but his last name, I believe, is T something? Is that Arthur Tilbury or something like that? Getting very dark out on the
Darkness
moors.
falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
We'll see if he's got a spot.
I shouldn't disturb him at this.
Alright, fair enough.
My lantern is.
I mean, I have a lantern. Let's get jogging back now, lass. It's where all of the villages are like cultists or some shit, isn't it? Ooh, it's very foggy in very foggy in the village.
Good evening, Mr. Crozier.
Evening. Thanks again for the fossil, lass. 'Tis truly a beauty.
You're most welcome.
He's got such a good voice.
How long have you been collecting fossils?
Ever since I were a boy. The moors look a barren place, but there are plenty of fossils to be found in the rock formations. All manner of creatures to uncover.
Such a playground for a young lad. What's your favourite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today. The most recent is always the best.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you collect out?
I do. You see, I'm writing a book on the Barrows of England. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England. I document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Pottery, tools and such.
Bones too, no doubt.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not dissimilar in that we both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there.
That is true. That is
How's
what
your book
fossils
coming
are.
along, then?
Very well, thank you. Though I'm rather keen to begin my chapter on Hobbs Barrow. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming. I am gonna knock his bloody block off. In fact, I can think of a better punishment. Oi, what do you want, lady? Piss off.
You heard the man.
Charming.
That's not very nice. It's that cat.
I don't wish
Herbert.
to wake him up. It's Herbert, the local stray.
He looks pretty happy though.
Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here?
Did Mr. Long convince you of the virtues of Bewley Station?
What the hell do you think? Now bugger off and leave me to me drink.
He seems even more wound up than usual.
And I bought him a drink.
Good evening, sir. I'll leave you to it.
Okie dokie. It's a nice clientele you've got in today,
Good
Stan.
evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley. I found Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, remember what I said, Miss Bateman? There are stories connected to that place.
Yes, stories you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt, but please leave that place be.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now.
That's precisely what worries me.
A mug of your finest ale, please.
Such lovely locals,
There
I
you
know,
are.
right?
That's 2 pence on your account.
Thank you.
Like, the thing is that some of
Goodbye.
these
See
people
you soon.
are more agreeable than that of my local, if I'm honest.
I must say, last night...
Okay. So there's nothing else I can really do out here for now that I'm aware of. I wonder.
I don't wish to wake him up.
Nah, okay. I didn't know if that might work, but apparently not, so... Because I don't think there's anyone else I could interact with in here.
Those men are rather brutish.
Yeah, so I've talked to everybody in here.
I'm not hungry at... Pulling the bell would be quite... I don't wish to take it.
I guess to bed we go.
Time for bed. Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
Miss
Off
Bateman,
to sleep.
how are you?
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
Fuck it.
One won't hurt.
Excellent. I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
But worth trying?
I don't need any further convincing.
Take
Bless
your seat,
him.
Miss Bateman. I shall return with the goods.
What could go wrong?
To Leonard Shoulder.
Wherever he may be.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally. I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognized from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Fair.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with Agnes.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end. Wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was naught but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind. She were everything to me.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I. Ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at a favourite lookout spot on the moors. Margaret's Lookout, we called it. Aye.
That's his
It's
mum.
a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett.
So that's
I
the
can
thing
relate
I
in
have
some
to go
manner.
and do.
My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful.
Fucking
Just
hell.
dreadful.
We all
Holy
have our
shit.
weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur. Now then, enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
I really shouldn't. But I did. And another after that. And another.
And another, and another, and another. Good evening, Sophie. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I apologise if I randomly disappear. My computer has been my computer.
The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I. I treasure the memory.
Whoa.
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Sing the song.
You're incorrigible.
Please. You'll make a sad man happy.
I'm really enjoying this game.
Oh, all right then.
It's brilliant.
Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch. And if a shield I should espy, I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare,
Huh.
the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull.
Oh. More horrors in the night, perhaps? Maybe one or two. Ooh. The stone's gone. As you can see, we're we're progressing. Is that Arthur's mum?
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this?
What?
Who are you?
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
You were here 25 years ago.
My father?
That's Dave.
You were deep down with the others. You were there when something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning.
That's,
Now go.
That is the same voice of the guy that lives on the
One more
farm.
thing. This is not a dream.
Fucking hell. Dawn of the second day. Very ominous. Good God. What is that by the door? Is that a shoe?
Goodness, that was a terrible sleep.
Probably all the alcohol, love. If you go to get, like, going to bed while you are fucking hammered, you will have fever dreams to fuck.
Jammed shut.
Can I pry it open?
The drawers don't open. I can't.
Okay.
I've stored my case in a box.
Box within a box. And there is a book by the
What's
door.
this?
Is it my book?
There's a strange stone strapped to the cover.
Is it another chicken? Fucking hell. Arrived after a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Locals seem distant. I'm to meet my local contact tomorrow, so it will be an early night for me. I shall try to keep a diary of my stay here and not give up by day 3 of the excavation as usual. Despite the thrill of possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife and wonder if I should have left her in her current state. I must have faith that she will conquer this bout of illness. Is this from Arthur that I was just drinking with the night before? So skipped a couple days. So that was what, day 1? And then we skipped 3 days there. Day 4. True to form, my journal has been abandoned. Let not speak for the excitement I feel for this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with a unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them head first. We are prepared. I also sought out a local wise woman yesterday, and she provided me with a tincture for my beloved's nausea. Beloved's nausea graven. What the fuck is this word? Gravidarum. I have never seen this word in the English language before. I am sure it exists, but it's not one I've run into. I am sure she shall be pleased with it upon my return. Fucking hell. Now what? Oh god. Oh god, not no. No! Not Greek sigils. Lo, a place of miracles. A planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end us. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. Okay? All eyes must face towards the 7th Archontic. What the fuck? What is this about? What the fuck is this? When the sun and 2 moons meet, the Guardians shall be defeated. What? What the fuck have I found? A dead language reveals the path. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. I heard a whisper, not once, again and again. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. What the fuck have I found? What is this? So theta z Rhone epsilon. Okay.
It appears to be a journal, full of hogwash. I don't recognise the handwriting.
Poppycock.
Maybe Stanley knows more about it.
I mean, that has those sigils on, right? There's something there. I can't quite say that. Howdy, Snips. How you doing, bub?
I don't wish to carry the bowl.
No bowl for me today.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman? That was quite the tune you treated us to last night.
To be honest, Stanley, I felt better. I take it you slid this journal under my door?
I beg your pardon?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Well,
I don't think it was him. I do not think it was him.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there. Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Look, Stanley,
Without
what the
doubt.
fuck's going on,
Very,
lad?
very peculiar.
Come on.
so, what does it say inside?
Don't be a dickhead. Ooh, see, it's doing a lot of, like, sowing discontent in your mind, this game. There's a lot of, like, is this person your friend? Are they an enemy? And I'm like, I honestly don't know. I think that's the point of the game, though. I think it's purposely trying to fuck with your head. So you know what? I'm just going to be quite candid, and I'm going to be like, you know what, mate? Yeah, here you go.
Take
Have
a
a
look.
Have a look. Inquisition training
Well, I
sim.
can't
Yeah,
make head
basically.
nor tail of it.
Neither can I.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
What do you make of this stone?
That's a funny-looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
Yes,
Ha.
but have you seen anything like it?
It's got a
Never.
cock on it. It's a cockstone.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
Me? I sleep as sound as a baby.
I had one such dream last night. It was so vivid.
What were it about?
I was at Hobbs Barrow,
Oh?
but everything was
Intrigue.
different. Great peaks soared in the distance. and there was a creature.
A creature, you say?
Yes, a short, robed fellow, eyes as black as pitch. It
Black
told
as
me
a
that my
doll's
father
eyes.
had been there in Hobbs Barrow many years ago, but something went wrong, and the creature helped him escape. It said that I would find proof in the morning.
Oh, the journal. You've had a premonition, lass.
Please, Stanley, I've no time for that nonsense. But I'll admit it's a strange coincidence.
Now, what did I tell you about Hobbs Barrow?
It's
That
fucked.
I should leave it alone.
Aye.
Hogwash.
Your dream reminds me of a story from my childhood. An old folk tale about Hobbs Barrow.
What is this folk tale you mention?
Well, when I were a wee boy, there were talk of a goblin. They say he lived inside Hobbs Barrow, hence the name, Hobbs Barrow. Hob, coming from hobgoblin, of course. Unfortunately, I don't remember anything else about it.
I was told not to believe in such fairy tales, Stanley.
Don't close your mind to such things, lass. I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you more.
Perhaps, if I ever meet him. Goodbye.
See you
So,
soon.
there's an interesting thing about this.
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Good
Was that
day, Miss
Arthur's
Tompkins.
I'm here for his
wife?
lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed, I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear. His lordship won't be pleased.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra. I still unironically say ta-ra every now and again. I can't help myself. Tug it.
Goodness me, I can't budge it.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur. It's all yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
You want leverage, right? Or
A fine white. I found it in the alleyway.
let's see if we can.
Hmm.
No. Okay. Can we chisel it out, maybe?
I do not wish to damage Mr. Kemp's table any
Nope. So you basically want a hammer or a pry bar, right? You just pop it in between and then lift it up, right?
I don't need to use the...
Don't need facilities this morning. Right, so we got to go look something to get that out for inevitably something we need later.
Who is Miss Tompkins?
She comes by to pick
Fuck.
up his lordship's weekly paper.
I'm
Fuck, I
surprised
accidentally
newspapers are
skipped.
available in Bewley.
Sorry.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Fair enough. Off we pop.
Right. I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs Barrow and find out where this journal came from. Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket. Poor thing is dead now. Rest
Oh.
in peace, Kenneth.
So I get to feed that to one of the chickens. Little Kenneth.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't need to go in there again.
Oh, actually, that's a point. My box by the side of the pub that's got all my tools and stuff in it. I wonder if that's still there and untampered with. It's the
I
cat.
don't wish to wake him up.
But he's such a cute boy. Look at him.
Perhaps I have something in here that could help me get the knife unstuck.
It's a bloody big crate.
No, there's nothing useful here.
Like, what the hell have you got in there?
I'd rather not go into those horrible...
Shall we try going this way first? Oh, it's the weird little kid. you'll see what I mean by his voice.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! You gave the door back to my sister.
Go away!
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away!
Go away! Such a little shed.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Right, let's have a good old wander about, shall we? It's open today. Oh, nope. There's blacksmith around this morning. Well, hello, Father.
Good morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed. What brings you to the square today?
Oh, fuck, I missed that. I completely missed what he said. Fuck, that's annoying. I accidentally skipped it.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography.
But you recognise it.
Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind.
He recognises it, doesn't
Do you
he?
recognise this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
I'm sus. I am sus of him.
The blacksmith looks closed. I didn't come to Bewley to sweep their streets. The horseshoe is nailed firmly to the wall.
So many things. Just gonna have a wander over to the old train station, see if anything's rocked up. Bewley Station's closed for the time being due to track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. Apologise for any inconvenience caused, Midland Rail. Fucking Midland Rail.
My mother always...
Can't rely on it. I have personal gripes with Midland Rail. Privatised the rail company, bastards. This stream is just Lou has rants at things that slightly inconvenience her. Like properly first world problems. Such a twat. Right, we're going grave digging today.
This appears to be a
Let me trowel it. I don't think I can.
There may be a barrow digger, but I...
There's a memorial bench for his mum. I just got an achievement for doing that. A moment for Margaret Tillett, it said.
Margaret's Lookout.
Imagine
Dedicated
having
to
a
Arthur's
rail
mother.
system. It's overrated, I assure you.
That's a peculiar idea.
It is, but could it work?
I don't wish to dig it.
This is Lou stumbles around the map.
I've come a long way to meet you, Mr. Shoulder. Please open the door.
Hello, friend.
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
Right, I have a feeling. Well, I didn't get to use the worm.
I do not wish to harass the...
I'm not trying to
He
harass
looks
it.
much too A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon.
Aha.
It's bolted onto the door itself. I can't remove it.
Wait. It's the moon, right? When the sun and the two moons meet. Okay. So that's one.
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
Just going around picking up the hens.
The glove perfectly matches the one I found in the alley behind the plough and furrow. No sign of any movement.
Right, can we get that off the door?
That is not coming off.
Frido. And I haven't got the worm anymore. R.I.P. Lil Kenneth. I'm wondering if I missed that then. Or if it's just generally something that you can't use. I'm not sure. Like, it seems weird that it would give me an item like that though. I might have just missed my opportunity. Perhaps. I get a new one. I can.
I shall name you Kenneth the Second. I've already taken...
Okay, right. So now we got a worm. Kenneth the Second. There's a bunny. Bunny! Bunny rabbit! Right, let me try. Now I've got a new one. Because last time she didn't want to give the worm to the rooster, but I think
Kenneth the Second.
I think that is what you're supposed to do.
That would be rather cruel to the poor worm. That would be rather...
As opposed to... You hear the name Kenneth and immediately got reminded of a strange Australian man. His sovereign nation made of rocks and thermonuclear weapons. What? I do not have context for that, Snoop. What the fuck does that mean? Right, let's try heading down here. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okie dokie.
Hello? Is anyone home?
Remy? I don't know who that is.
Mr. Bryden doesn't seem to be here right now. I should come back a bit later. This is not mine to...
Can we put the worm in the bucket?
That's a peculiar...
It's not. It's called a bait bucket. You take them fishing. Is the goat still here? The goat is still here. Mate. Armour Warhammer YouTuber Aussie might be a tad unhinged. Okay. I see. Right.
No, that won't achieve... No, that...
This is like these games in a nutshell, right? You just try fucking everything.
I can't see how that...
Just try everything on everything.
I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate.
Oh shit, there's a map? What? 3 places I haven't been yet. I'm guessing one's inside Hobbs Barrow. There's a fucking to-do list as well. I should be careful to leave no turn unturned. No stone unturned, turn unturned. Fuck me. Find out more about the mysterious journal. Investigate local folklore. Let's find some way to convince him to let me undertake. Okay. I should ask around. Someone must want me to see it for some reason. Should find out about the stories connected to Hobbs Barrow. I didn't see the old lady outside the church today. Like, she wasn't there. Which is odd. Because she has been there every day. Maybe it's too early? Or is there a service going on, perhaps? Nope. Locked again?
They are still locked. I've no time for such. The flowers have long since dried out.
Okay, not much we can do in the church.
It's locked.
Can I jimmy the lock with the chisel?
I've had this for years. No.
Okay. Crazy thought. I doubt it'll work, but yeah, it's worth trying. Oh, howdy, Arthur. What are you doing?
Good morning, Arthur.
You look a bit addled. Are you feeling all right?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye, my head is pounding.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
Well, Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
That's odd, considering.
I had a splendid time last night.
Considering he didn't fucking remember a thing after one drink that I gave him last time.
Listening to me going on.
That is very
I really
odd.
Appreciate it.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you too, Arthur. What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please, go ahead.
Go for it, mate. No. Time skip.
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Who?
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
A witch?
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
I see the railway station is closed. What happened?
He got
The
pissed.
line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
For the time being, Thomasina.
Capital. Why do people think Mother Mildred is a witch? Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a broomstick.
There's more to it than that. They say she lays with demons.
Who are they?
Oh, you know, local folk.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
Spells? Come now, Arthur.
She's a doctor,
Truth be
isn't
told,
she?
she's a nice old lady. I sometimes see her foraging in the brambles around here.
Will she burn at the stake sometime soon?
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not that backward.
Sorry, Arthur. I only meant to tease. Goodbye.
Ta-ra!
Ta-ra. What's over yonder way? Oh, hello. Who are you?
Hello, dear.
Good day. I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
It's the Lord, isn't it?
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
James Panswick, maybe?
Are you a painter?
You see this beck before you. Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest. Be it a stone,
James
small
Bond.
corner of the current. I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises. I see a new world.
A whole
Certainly
new
have the
world.
eloquence of an artist. What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Not yet. It's not finished. Such a world is not complete without you in it.
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
I don't trust him.
I haven't even seen your work. What if you can't paint?
Don't fret, my dear. You shall be the shining star of my new world.
I
When
love
the
that
time
meme.
comes, I
Snoops.
shall call on thee.
Bames John's having a stroke.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley. Only for the visitors.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
A fine gentleman. Now that is someone who commands
It was
respect.
because it's him,
Do you know
isn't
him
it?
personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss
It's
something
clearly
a little more
him.
exciting?
Do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina. What time do you like to rise in the morning?
I think
How do you
Tom.
like your tea? What makes you happy?
Late, with 3 spoons of sugar and spending time with my husband.
You disappoint me. I sense no truth in your words. Are you a woman of dubious principles, Thomasina?
You ask too many questions. What do you make of this stone?
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
Do you recognize this journal?
A place to keep one's thoughts and reflect.
Is it yours?
No, my dear.
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
I do not fucking trust him at all.
The water is icy cold. The delicate flowers smell rather sweet. I'm not sure what that... I can't see how that would... I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
Well, no sense of adventure. Yeah, mate. Coming through, don't mind me. Ooh, flashback time.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
Before he has his
I don't
ill-fated
want
journey.
Aren't you going to miss me?
I hate you, Daddy.
Hold
Those
up,
are
why?
strong words for such a little lady.
I want to
Why?
come with you.
We've
That's
been
why.
through this, little bird. You can't come with me this time, but we'll go to Sebra next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
Very spoiled. What a I know, right? Big spoiled vibes.
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky.
Hello, old lady. Doing a spot of berry picking?
Please, forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Some call me that. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance. You have your
Your
father's
father,
eyes,
yep.
Miss Bateman.
Seen that coming.
You knew my father?
He was here before.
Piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here? In Bewley?
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget those eyes.
Why was my father in Bewley?
You were
Hobbs
helping
Barrow.
Samuel Bride and excavate Hobbs Barrow.
What a young man
You must be
horse.
jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts.
For laying
Folks
with
from
demons.
all around come to me for help with their ailments.
Laying with demons.
Burnwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother were with child.
Flesh
She was
tearers,
suffering the
baby.
most terrible nausea.
Adam.
I made something to help her.
The journal. This was entered in the journal. It belongs to my father.
What journal?
Take a look at this.
No
The
death
passage
company.
recalls meeting
Huh.
a local wise woman to
Surprised?
seek a tincture for his beloved's nausea gravidarum.
Aye, that's me. I made the tincture for him.
This is incredible.
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting?
It's been so many years since I've seen it. What do you make of this stone?
I-A-W. Haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
Hey, Lamenters. Hey.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Binding magic?
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Everyone calm down.
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking about such nonsense?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well
shit.
clear of that place.
Whoa, hold up. He hung himself afterwards, but the guy on the farm said he was taking care of him for years. Huh? Ask about the goblin. No. I know, like, everyone's gonna want me to ask about this, right? For no specific reason at all. No reason that comes to mind. None at all.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
I've no idea. He didn't explain more, and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot
Clip
speak
it.
nor move.
Clip it, Jay.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond my abilities.
The fucking smug face every time. Like, I love that. Like, fucking, it's such a good emote. Goblin. Goblin D's nuts.
The landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of, and someone round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts precisely. Do you know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
It's got mad shit.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard Shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way. But he's a nice enough fellow.
I see. You never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
Charles Bryden mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you'd best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Thank you for your help, Ms. Walker. What are those berries you're picking?
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see.
Very nice. Very nice, Jay. I shall add that to the collection at the end of the stream.
What are those berries?
An ancient breed, no good. However, they do have some medicinal.
I see. I shouldn't enter.
I mean, she seems nice enough, to be honest. Do you want me
I
word?
don't think anyone...
Do you want me word?
I've already shown her. I don't wish to give...
Okay. So there's nothing else I can do here.
Miss Bateman?
Oh, unless...
Yes.
Remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that Barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Ms. Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
Near enough everyone that I have met has told her to stay away from it.
Thomasina? Thomasina, come here this instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
Your dad's had a terrible accident and is rendered basically paralysed. As we know from...
What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Yeah.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be alright?
No, he didn't.
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy.
Do what she says.
Josephine, it's time to go inside now.
Say hello to the statue every time.
Where did Mummy go?
Straight to Bakewell, I imagine. She said she was going to. Resin? I put you in my printer yesterday.
The resin has set somewhat. It's firmly gripped to the stump.
That's alright, good chisel will get that fucker off. Hey, actually,
I've collected some waxy
hey.
resin.
Okay, right, so I now have this.
I've collected this lump of waxy resin.
So, normally, in these sort of environments, there's not much you would do with resin. Ooh.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I shan't be
But yeah, like I was going to say, is he taking a piss? Arthur's being kind of weird, right? But yeah, usually use resin for like hand torches. So you know the big old sticks with a rag on it. You typically use resin to ensure that they burn longer. No, mate.
Arthur, the journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley.
I think Arthur already knows.
Hello?
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to remember something.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes! Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow
It's not
25
him,
years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
We'll talk later.
That's fine, Arthur. We'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories.
That is fucking weird, right?
I don't wish to give that.
Okay. He seems very off. Arthur does have some shit going on, and I'm kind of like, why suddenly has he
Good
started
day.
being very weird?
Hey up.
What do you make of this stone?
Don't look like out to me.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some rat stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
The fucking goblin again.
You say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
Okay, so yeah, the little blonde girl that we saw playing up there, I'm guessing this quote-unquote goblin is probably her dad, who is going to be a feral man, who was probably the third man in Hobbs Barrow that night. I'm gonna guess. That's Lou's prediction.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies. I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the Plough and Furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here. That were a struggle. Here you are.
Thank you so much. Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my
Now I have a
father's
knife.
journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend to find out. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
He was excavating Hobbs Barrow, was he not?
I'm not sure they would... I'm not sure what...
Right, now I have the knife. I'm gonna try and jimmy this lock. I don't know what's in there, but I have a feeling
I should be careful.
Probably worth...
That's a peculiar...
Okay, apparently not. Apparently that's not what we do. Nothing in here still? No. Okay.
No, that won't achieve...
Okay, nothing in there. There she is.
Hello?
The feral kid.
William, modest and... Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with
Leonard?
blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass. There you are. Are you Thomasina Bateman?
Landed shoulder.
That's my name.
How marvellous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
Heavens! I'd given up on finding you.
Please take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
You've proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to me bed these past few days with a terrible fever.
How dreadful. I take it you're feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath. I've not much go in me these days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so very sorry. Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvelous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this?
I've been bound to me bed, lass. What an extraordinary coincidence. You are following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder.
Who wound up paralysed after excavating Hobbs Barrow, like the name of the game.
Why did you invite me to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place. My father
The
told me
goblin.
all sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the Barrow a while back.
I've managed to find Hobbs Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
Is that so? Keep trying. He'll relent eventually.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of changing his mind than a shaky old goat like me.
You told me in your letter there would be no issue gaining access to the Barrow.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman. Keep trying with Mr. Bryden.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times. A young lady traveling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
But why do you wish to excavate the barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there. My curiosity has grown over the years. Now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
I must say I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself. Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
William Bateman. He was in Beaulieu for at least a few days, from my understanding.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
I'm none of the sort. Is this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the Plough and Furrow on the night of my arrival. Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss Bateman.
How odd.
Can I please have it back?
Here.
Thank you.
Even though I saw him on that night, running away.
What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Oh, it were 25 years ago, or thereabout. Back then, Beaulieu were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew. Folks started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry, a panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hobbs Barrow. It were long said that a goblin made his home there. A rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself. The villagers believed that ridding the barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash. My father would have paid no heed to such tales.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrel, people say it did the trick. The crops started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Beaulieu were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand, folk here are a superstitious lot. They don't want you disturbing whatever it were those lads did. As far as the villagers are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it were they did.
This does explain a lot.
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Not at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear. Coincidence reigns supreme.
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it, I mostly stayed at home during that time. The atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
Tell me of the goblin.
But Hobbs Barrow is home to a goblin. Everyone in Beaulieu has some version or another of this story. But the version my father told me as a child described the barrow as a thin place. The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
What is a thin place?
A place where one can walk between worlds.
Fucking hell, has Dave Filoni been in on this?
Just superstition, of course, as you all know.
Steady on now. Tell me of the goblin, old man. Tell me.
Tell me more about this goblin.
Tell me your
Some
secrets.
said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles. Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife. The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Saxnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote, that Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Seems
lass.
like I need to speak to the cobbler, doesn't it?
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
You may.
Look at these drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
What do you make of this strange stone?
A carving of a cockerel?
Yes, it was strapped to my father's journal. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any meaning around these parts.
I had a peculiar dream last night. I met a creature at Hobbs Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobbs Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
A remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
But
I
there
don't
is still
believe in
one thing that puzzles
coincidence.
me. The goblin
It's all
told me
connected.
proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before. And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me. Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman. We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman. I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We have some great discoveries to make, you and I.
I sincerely hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps. Right, time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the ploughing furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
Thank you, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
You better not, Leonard.
I was starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
I'm not convinced he does.
The
It's a
day was
lich.
starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was
Oh
happening.
yeah.
It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my dream wasn't just a dream? What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father?
Hello.
Good day, little one. Hello? What's this? A fiddle bow? There's no string. My name is Thomasina. What's yours? Don't be shy. I don't mean you any harm. What are you doing out here all alone on the moors?
She doesn't know how to talk, does she?
Do you live here?
Or she's mute.
Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again? Yes? Hey! Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her.
Now
If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right,
animal hair and
string
resin
is made from animal hair,
That's what
coated
the
in a
resin's
waxy
for.
resin. The strings don't vibrate without it.
So I have the resin.
I should apply this to the string first.
So I need a string.
I shan't lower myself to such
Okay, that's not it.
No, that...
So we need... the goat. The goat
It's a peculiar
hair,
name.
right?
Can't quite...
Stretch the worm. That honestly, that did occur to me. I was like, wait, I mean, you
Mr.
could
Shoulder
just...
told me he'd be at the Plough and Furrow.
Okay, can I grab this stone?
That is not coming off.
Aha, wait. Can I...
I've no desire...
Okay, I can't just pinch the washing line. Curses. So I'm pretty sure I've got to go back to the guy with the goat, right? And get some goat hair. Goat hair for your violin bow. Which is this way. Oh, another flashback. So I think I'm on the right path. I'm getting exposition.
Mummy?
Is that his journal?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you burning?
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Okay.
Abrax. Mummy, what is this?
Waste. Burn it.
Abra. Is that one of the symbols, perhaps? Hello, mate. Just give me a second. I just need to talk to your goat.
Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Miss,
I'll
stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh.
Yes. Can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
The answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But...
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hole.
The old lady said that he hung himself.
No digging.
So...
No, I'm not...
But... Look, Mr. Bryden, my father's journal. It confirms he was with your brother during the excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
Ha! Take that away from me. I'll be having none of that.
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realize that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
Aha!
Incredible! A pear!
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe. Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied two of them were.
My father?
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation, and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labor to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
And like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me? To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed. And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. You should have never given me that stone.
It's gonna end well then, huh? Right, I need hair from the goat, but how... I don't just go in with the fucking knife, do I?
Goat hair is much too coarse to be used for bowstring.
Alright, well, fair enough, that answers that, I guess.
This is not my...
That answers that question. I'm gonna guess that's the third man.
I can't see how that will help me. No, that...
It's worth having a look up Hobbs Barrow, just in case anything's changed. It doesn't appear to have. Okie dokie. Onward and offward we go. Let's see if we can't find a different animal here to use. It's the market's on, right? So there should be a lot of animals around. They're not going to be out that way. They're going to be over this way. Over yonder. Here we go, right. There's a lot of people around now, Christ. No animals at the market. Interesting development.
I certainly don't wish.
Can't talk to this fella. Ooh, horse. Hello.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
Do not stand behind a horse.
She almost took my head off.
Yeah, don't stand behind a horse. It's a fucking bad idea. We need an apple. And we get the apple from... Not that one. Produce. So we either need a carrot or an apple, and there we go. Apple seller.
Good day.
Would you like to try one on the house like?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
Don't eat it straight away.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Give that to the horse. Hello, fella.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. Hey, girl. She is completely indifferent. Perhaps the apple is too spoiled for her liking. That's not mine to take. I don't wish to interfere with her water.
It's got water in it, okay. So what the fuck is the rotten apple for then? The goat, perhaps? Do goats like rotten apples? I feel like that's a good way of getting cider. But not much else.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Tins of corned beef. I'm not hungry. Not tempting. The box is full of various sprouts and onions. The produce is not mine to take. The produce...
Can I interest you in a pie? Finest mutton in all the county. 2p each.
Mutton.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Ma'am?
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid
What's
I
his
haven't
last
seen
name?
him.
What's his last name? His first name's A. That is so many characters in this game with the first initial of A. I just need AR.
You are in the employ of Lord Panswick.
Aye, he employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me. But she'll be even crosser if I come back without fresh milk.
So, do we have a deal?
Aye. Bring me some milk, and I'll take you to his lordship.
Thank you.
But hopefully Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
It's going to have to be goat's milk, isn't it? That's why the goat's there. That's why I got the apple. And that's why there's a bucket near the goat. Fucking hell, the leaps of logic.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago. He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
Are you familiar with Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind. What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Why?
Dunno, just a feeling.
Bad vibes, huh?
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am.
Go.
But tell me
Go.
if you see Mr.
Go.
Ambrose,
Go.
won't you?
I will.
Hey up.
Hey up.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I'm a blacksmith.
Quite. What do you make?
Don't look like out.
I met a girl at the Devil's Toe. She gave me this broken fiddle bow.
Ah, well, you've experienced the local folklore firsthand then, lass.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Never heard of it.
Thanks for your time.
Aye.
Okay. Don't know nothing about no sax, not.
The bucket is rusty and this must belong to someone. No one here.
Got the guy in the front just itching his dick, like, as I'm knocking on that door.
Mr. Long mustn't be in. I don't... I've already taken...
Nothing to be done with that then. Right, so... Before I head off back to that goat with this apple that I now have in pocket, let's have a look over here. Still nothing, I presume.
Nobody home.
No, don't click again. No, 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 no. Please. Don't lock me in.
Nobody home.
Right, okay. Have a look out on the moors.
The road disappeared.
No, still nothing there. Right, let us have a quick check in here.
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start an all.
Milk, though.
Hello.
Oh, aye, she's back again. Can't a man drink his tea in peace? There's nought for you here, lass.
Horrible man. How many more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no teeth left by the end of the day.
Who's this?
Hello there.
Yes.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ted? Ted Cross?
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Are you a local, Mr. Cross?
Oh no, I'm just passing through. I'm a musician. Just myself, me guitar and me horse.
Are you a travelling musician?
Aye. I've been playing a new song tonight. I've just finished the lyrics.
What's it about?
You'll have to come listen.
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
Aye. Thistlecrack is her name.
That's an unusual name for a horse.
Aye.
It's a
it was
great
what she
name.
was called when I bought her. Glutton would be a better name. She likes her treats. But it feels wrong to change it.
Ah, sugar cubes. Ha ha.
What do you make of Bewley?
Can't say that I know much about this place. I don't usually travel this far south.
I see. Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Can't say I have, miss. What is it?
Never mind. Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
You found old Leonard, I see.
Yes, finally. Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
Sorry, lass. I've none at all.
Never mind. What do you know of Mother Mildred?
So,
I'll tell you what I know about
sugar
Mother
cubes.
Mildred.
They
She
will work
wants
for the
locking
horse.
up.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh?
Bring him up to speed. Time cut.
Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bam?
Tell me about you.
I'm sure the locals are...
You cut quite the mysterious figure.
It's true. I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh, no. Nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out.
Completely valid,
Just
to be honest.
me and me hands. I used to come into Bewley more often. Back before my health went to bugger, eh?
If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age. Getting off this bench will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
What else can you tell me about this Saxnot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good
The delivery
stories.
of that line's brilliant.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge. Marvelous! I'm sorry you've had to sort all this out in my absence. When do we start?
Tomorrow, I hope. But first I need to recruit some locals to assist with the dig. It's too much work for me to do on my own.
Bewley has its fair share of strapping young lads. You'll find assistance, Miss Bateman.
What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villages to
a
be
lot
rather
to chunk through
unenlightened,
here. We're getting
this
through it.
place has its
We're
charm.
doing it.
The market's in town today. You can see that folk want for nout here.
I know where I can find a Scotch egg, that's for certain.
Do treat yourself to one. You'll not taste better.
Is there anything else I should know about Hob?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so.
There's so many
What do you
different
make
things.
of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so. He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with the world.
Oh God.
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass. I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologize.
Hey, bud. How's it going? Thank you for the resub, by the way. Holy shit. 8 months already. God, where does
what
the
else
time
can you tell
go?
me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
You have. It's more like it's been 8 months since I like started streaming properly, and I'm like, what the fuck has happened with the year? It's just vanished. It's gone. Just.
What was it like living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself.
I appreciate
Didn't really
it, man.
affect me. My hens
Genuinely,
stayed
thank
healthy,
you.
and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Oh heck!
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be
Thank
aware
you
of before
very
my
much
own
for the follow.
excavation? No other
Yeah,
ghouls I
follow
should be
goal.
worried about?
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much for the follow, Yuri. Thank you very much. May have shared your link in the Discord. Mein Gott! I'm being exposed to Germans. Germans all over the world. Oh my god. Ah! Ah! My alerts are gonna ape shit. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jackal. Thank you. Thank you all very much. I'm currently exploring the north of England in digital form.
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe
Point
she's
and
also
click
known as
adventure.
Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get
But
about.
I'm playing
when we
as
were
a
children.
southerner.
Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
How does it feel? What, the digital north? Being a southerner in the north. Well, that's the thing. If you're not from the north, you are probably a southerner, right? You're at least south of the most northern point, therefore you're a southerner. That is the logic. That's the thing. Who I'm playing as is London. London 10. Can we just use this?
I don't wish to give that.
You don't want to give away a rotten apple. For real? For real, though? Have me worm.
I don't think anyone.
Hands off me, sugar!
I think this is supposed to be for all the patrons, sir.
I said hands off!
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
Hey, did I get some? Hey, I did. I didn't have to, like, distract him or anything. Awesome. Right. To the horse. We require horsehair. We shall entrust the horse by feeding it sugar cubes.
Here you go. Eat this. Good girl. Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
And this is where she
I
kicks your
can't rip the hair from
fucking
her tail with my...
your head off of your shoulders.
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
Now get away from the back of the horse before you get kicked in the fucking head. Right, horsehair. We need to put wax on that so that we can put it on the violin bow. Here we go. We'll wax up our strings.
There we are.
Fucking
This should
lovely.
make sufficient bowstring now.
Lovely jubbly. And then we whack that on there. Bam.
I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
Bloody brilliant. Right, now we've got to go and find the feral child, who is not out here. Let us wander over up to north. See if we can find it. That's not the right way. I'm from south. I don't know how north works. It's alright. Thank you, Kartoffel. Thank you very much. 96 is your birth year, isn't it? Everyone's so young in comparison to my my aging body. So old, you see. So very old. But yes, thank you so much for the follow. Hello. Hello, the ancient one. That's me. Hey there, small child. have your bowstring.
Look what I have for you.
I fixed it. Did a bang up job. Brilliant. Fuck, she's good. Oh. Look at the eyeballs. Am I having visions now? Like, the sky went purple. It's like Devil went down to Georgia, Northern England style.
My head is spinning. What happened?
Shredded like
Hello?
a maniac is what happened.
Where did she go? The girl left her fiddle behind. I'll take it with me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened.
She stood atop the Devil's Toe, blasted some
and
fiddle.
bow, left to me by the young girl at the Devil's Toe.
That's a good lyric, that. Right. Well, let's keep going. Can we do anything with this carved stone now? Wait.
I do not wish to...
to harass the rooster. Do not harass the cock. It's probably an ill-fated venture. I am well aware of my wording. Just move past it. It's fine. Just don't question it. It's okay. I promise. It'll be okay. We'll get through it. Right, goat. I thought that was blood down there for a second.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
In a fairy circle. Right, goat. Where are you, Black Pete? Indeed, my friend, indeed. Would you like a rotten apple? Because goats fucking eat basically anything.
Hey girl, would you like an apple? The grumpy thing isn't interested.
Maybe if I load it with a worm.
The worm has found a new home within the holes of the rotten apple.
How about now?
Hey girl. The grumpy thing isn't interested.
Alright. Right. How else can we...
I should leave the goat.
Should leave the goat alone, but we need some milk, damn it. We need some good, fine, fresh milk. Wait, is that I thought I had the second key then. Tis just my ailing eyeballs telling me other things. Hello, sir?
What do you want?
Hello.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Eunice?
What a name.
Goat. Good luck.
Okay, so now I have permission. Okay, now I can take the bucket. Cool. Hello, old Eunice. How you doing, mate? Give me your milk.
All right, we are doing this.
Okie dokie. So that'll be old Samuel up there on the tree.
I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what's happening to me. All this
Don't worry
superstitious
about
nonsense
it.
must be getting to my head.
Don't you worry. Exactly, Eunice. That's what I'm saying. Did I at least get some milk?
The empty bucket. The empty bucket. I'm not going near that.
Come on, man. How about feeding you now? How about now?
I'm not going near.
Come on.
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk. I can't see how.
Do I have to wash it out, maybe? Can I ask the old guy about the insane visions?
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
I tried, and failed miserably.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I've worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My wife would say I'm beyond any help. I'm certain of that.
Bless him.
But if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
I'll see what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
Okay.
I'm going to rest for a while. Ta-ra now.
So, that, especially because I got the game save proc, means that I have to go and see the lady that's out in the woods to probably get a remedy for this man's old bones so that he can milk the goat, so then I can give the milk to the woman to go and get them to help me to take up Hobbs Barrow and achieve the name of their game. So right, let's go. Speedrun. Fucking going. We going. Run. Old lady in the woods. Mother Mildred. Miss Walker. Whatever your name may or may not be. Can I jimmy the lock yet?
No.
No, cool. Okay. Anything here? Let's throw a bucket at it. That went up. This way. Arthur has well and truly fucked off. Oh, we are getting even more visions.
Daddy, I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it.
A delicious pail of goat milk.
I'll fetch it for you now, alright?
Is it this mysterious looking box?
Daddy, you must remember this. The day that started it all.
First excavation.
It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation. Where should I put it? Mother took away all the knickknacks that used to sit on these shelves. The pot might look nicer a little closer to the light anyway. Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely. There. I'm going to become a great barrow digger just like you. I hope the pot reminds you of those adventures we had together when I was a child. Now I must...
Whoa. What happened with the dialogue? Why did that happen? Why did the dialogue go fucky? That's happened a couple of times now. I need to keep an eye on that. Fox! Hello, little fella.
Good day.
Hello.
Yes?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
No, sorry.
Not to worry. Do you know of any remedies for aching joints?
You're too young to be suffering from this, surely.
It's a WD-40 motor oil.
Mr. Bright.
Sort your right out.
Yes, yes. I know just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
I don't have the ingredients, I'm afraid.
Great word.
What do you need to make it?
It's a simple blend made of natural elements. Elderflower and flirtwort. I can make the poultice for you if you bring me these things. Then it just needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you. Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley.
Great.
It's a perennial shrub that bears
Great.
small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Oh, there's some near the river.
Where
I
can
know
I
that
find
one.
some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Farewell.
Okay, so what I'm getting from this is I need to go and explore to get some flowers and some remedies. Squirrel! Anything? No. So I think I have to head out yonder way. Just here.
This looks like it might be elderflower. I'll take some.
That's elderflower, so that's one of them.
The water is ice.
Right, can we fill that bucket up with...
No, that won't work.
Really?
No.
Peculiar. Right, so now more little white flower. Wait, private garden. One of them. What about over yonder way? What about here? Nope, nothing there. Okay. What about over this way? Now that I have the prompt. Nope.
The window box.
Do you see any of the flowers we need? Apparently not. Cool. Oh, God, right. Trying to find the stuff we need.
I'd rather not.
I can't go in there. Okay, that makes that bit more simple. Private garden. How about the church garden? There's a load of flowers here. Ooh.
Excuse me, Miss Bateman. I'm in something of a hurry. Farewell.
You alright?
God knows when we shall meet again. Which work is that quote from?
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
He's already gone. He has fucked right off. Nope, nothing here. How about out this way? No. Let's go see the goat. The goatest of all time. No, nothing over by the goat. Let's check over this way. We want white flowers. Oh, there's some down here, maybe. No. Okay. That's what we're trying to dig up. Somehow cure our father of their ailments. Somehow, in some way. In point-and-click adventure game logic, that will maybe work. Flowers out this way. I didn't see any last time I was here, but it doesn't look like there's anything.
I do not wish to harass.
Paris the hen. Fucker, so it's not that way either. Is it the dried up dead flowers that are in the church? Because I know there's some dead flowers that are in the church that I haven't been able to do anything with thus far. So maybe it is that. One way to find out. Oh, hello.
The flowers have long since dried out.
Mr. Plancy, how you doing?
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
If you're looking for Father Roach, he won't be back until tomorrow.
You've gone in a hurry.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I don't, pet.
Not to worry. Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Is that a village near Erdlaw?
No, never mind.
Is that some filthy goblin?
These box pews are most unusual. I've never seen any quite so tall.
We Bewley folk like our privacy. Many of the pews are owned by individual families.
Some might accuse you of hiding secrets.
Now, pet.
I jest.
At my age, it's hard to climb in and out of them. I'd rather stand.
What do you make of these stones?
They are not Christian. I'm certain of that.
I agree. Much older, I feel.
Older than Christianity? Oh, the youth of today.
Yes, some things are older than, 2,000 years old. Who'd have guessed?
I found out my father visited Bewley some 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
Bateman? William Bateman? I remember a William Baldwin. He were a right miserable sod.
My father was only in Bewley briefly, from what I understand. I'm trying to piece together what he was doing here.
You'll have to ask him. I don't recall anyone of that name.
Where is Father Roach?
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb.
Private God.
He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside to purchase some seedlings for his tower garden.
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, on top of St. Edmund's, of
On
course.
the roof?
He's got a lovely collection of cuttings up there. You'll have to ask him to show you.
It does sound rather pleasant. It's a shame he's not around.
Well, he does have a spare key for the tower door somewhere.
Motherfucker.
Do you know where Father Roach keeps his spare key?
No, that's his business. If I did know, I'd fetch it myself and take you up there.
Not to worry.
I do recall him saying he hid it outside somewhere. For
The freshly dug grave, I'm guessing.
Were it in the graveyard? Oh, I don't know. Best wait till he gets back, pet.
Freshly dug grave.
My father took part in an excavation at Hobbs Barrow. Do you recall the excavation?
I concern myself only with matters related to the church. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Go with God, Petal. Don't you worry about it, lad.
I've no time for...
No time? No fucking time. We're trying to rescue your dad. Don't give me that guff. Bloody hell. Right, I reckon that freshly dug grave that has been sat here since the start of the game.
This appears to be a...
I am fucking certain
I'm not sure...
that the key is probably in there.
I may be a barrow digger.
Look, I'm
William,
not asking
modest
for much.
and
I'm not asking for much. I just want
Here
the key.
lies Elizabeth. Sam, death is only a shadow across the path to heaven. Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister. Today she dances with Angel. John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence. Forever in light, Anne Kemp.
Right, so that wasn't very useful, so let's try. Is it something to do with these?
No, that's not it.
Oh.
I think I can chip away at this plaster.
Just vandalise the church, go for it.
Despite the cracks, the plaster is stronger than it looks. I can't break through it.
Well, there are 3 that have that, like, white plaster look on it.
I think I can...
Go on, give it a go. 3rd time lucky.
Despite the crack...
No, right, number 3.
I think I can chip... There's a key behind here.
There we go,
This
number
has
3.
To be Father Roach's spare.
Brilliant, right. We've got the key. There it is. So now we can head up the tower to the church garden. We're in. Capital. Straight in. Had tea, what you miss? A little bit. There was some events.
A small label on
Had
the pot
some
reads flirt
some
walk. This is just what I
flashbacks or
need.
premonitions. I'm not sure what you call them. But yeah, we've had some very troubling scenes.
I should put the key back.
We saw Samuel, who had hung himself on the tree next to the goat, because
There.
of course.
I hope that stays on.
Goat being the symbol of death in many cultures, it makes sense, I guess. Even though goats are cool, man. Goats are fucking cool. They don't believe in gravity, and I can absolutely fuck with that. Lady, I have what you need.
A small bunch of Good day.
Hello.
Yes?
I think I have some flirtwort here.
Show me. Aye, that's flirtwort, all right. Let me know when you found some elderflower, too.
I have some elderflowers here.
Show me. No, this is not elderflower. It's cowbane. An easy mistake to make. The two look very similar.
Oh.
It's safe to eat, as long as you're not a cow. Very toxic to cattle.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on elder shrubs.
Farewell.
So I have fucking cowsbane. What a name.
This cowbane certainly looks a lot like elderflower.
Right. So now what? Now what? Can I trade it with someone, maybe? For the right thing? There is a market at the moment, so that might be a good call. Right. Who hath... Oh, hello. You weren't here before.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
She's alright at that, to be fair. She didn't drop any.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Hello, Jane.
Miss.
Okay, that's just a repeat. Good to know.
Very impressive.
I can...
Good day.
Fresh.
Do you have any...
Not today.
Goodbye.
Terame.
Okay, right.
This cowbane. I'm not sure they would be... I'm not sure they...
Right, it's none of them. Okay, cool.
I'm not sure they would...
Motherfucker. Open up. Let me in. Let me in.
Mr. Long mustn't be in.
I am flummoxed.
These flowers look pretty. Someone must take good care of them. The worm is happy in his new home. The window box is well out of reach.
That's why I'm trying to throw an apple at it. I've already resorted to like being a hooligan.
The worm is happy. I shan't be dragging any of my possessions through that mess.
And why is it there?
I can't think. There's nothing else. I can't think of any.
So they don't want to talk.
I don't need to use.
Don't need to go in there. Can go in here.
The candle has melted. I've hung my dress, and aside from that, the wall. I don't wish to carry the. The worm is happy. No, that. No. No, that. I'm not sure what...
I are flummoxed by this development.
The drawers don't open. I don't wish to... That's a peculiar... No, that... I don't wish to take...
Right. I am positively perplexed.
I'm not hungry at the moment.
So now what?
The box is full of various sprouts. This looks like elderflower to me.
But I talked to her already, and there was no problem. Why? Why?
Good fresh produce.
Is that elderflower you're selling?
Aye, perfect for teas and tinctures.
Any good for sore joints?
Aye, penny a bunch.
I'm afraid I don't have any money.
Sorry, miss. Does it look like I'm running a charity?
I'll trade you.
Can we work something out? A trade, perhaps?
I deal in cash only, miss. No coin, no elderflower. What'd you take me for?
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Where the fuck do I get cash?
Good day.
How did you like your apple?
I'm afraid it is rather rotten, sir.
Hey up. That's slander, that is. Don't you be going around telling folk I'm handing out rotten apples.
Well, give me £1. And we can make that go away.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Aha, ha 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 ha.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm.
Distraction.
Not tempting.
Oi, put those back.
Sorry.
Be careful with your apples.
Sorry, miss.
Good day.
Fresh. Selling would miss like to buy.
No, thank you.
Right. So is there an extra step that I missed there, or what?
Hello again, little worm. The worm is happy. I dare
just
you
gotta be
to
quicker.
juggle.
Yuck.
Sorry.
So there's an extra step I'm missing here. Because I know that we've got to do that.
You'll pay for any damage.
Sorry, miss.
Hello again.
It's going to be something to do with this horse shit, isn't it?
I shan't be dragging it.
The question is, what do I do?
I shan't be dragging.
I feel like I'm close.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right. The produce is not.
Mutton pies! Perhaps you'd be more interested in a Scotch egg. Freshly made, just 1 penny each.
No, thank you.
I need some
Hello.
dollar.
Good day.
Do you have any milk for me, Mum?
Not yet, Miss Tompkins.
Oh dear.
No sign of Mr. Ambrose?
I'm afraid not.
There's nothing else I wish to.
See if the old lady's still in here. If I can talk to her about it. She might want some cow's pain.
I can't think of anything.
Apparently not. I mean, I'm going to try it anyway.
This cow. I don't wish to give that. I'm not sure what. The flowers have long since dried out. That's not mine to interfere.
Right, so I can't ask her about anything. And I can't get into them. Motherfucker. Let's try going up here again, just in case I missed something. It's very easy to miss things in games like this.
Father Roach has amassed quite the collection here. I don't wish to disturb it. I already took some.
Okay, right. So it wasn't up there. We've checked that. That is done. Hey, back down towards the back, maybe. I've already got some of that. There's nothing else around here that I could do that I'm aware of. No. Okay. Bugger off back this way. Shall we give a quick knocky on the door of these two? Not a sausage?
I don't think anyone is home.
Nada? How about this angry old sod?
Bugger off!
Ah, the unmistakable charm of old Cyril.
Nothing out this way.
Hello? Hello?
I mean, can I go in?
I'm not sure what that would. I'm not sure. Hello?
I mean, I know there's no one in there.
My mother always told me not to walk on railway track.
Can I not go in?
If I take the sign, how would the
Ag. Oh, I feel dumb now. I feel very dumb. Because we know that we can get the girl to knock the cans over, but then I can't just take the...
I've already shown her that.
Okay, but she doesn't give a shit. Okay, cool.
Good day.
Does she have anything else useful to impart?
Where can I find...
There used to be quite... Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within...
I see. What is elderflower?
Elderflowers and
Farewell.
Fine, right. We already know that. We've talked about that about 3 times now. Come on. Brain, work. Do the thing. Make the connections happen. I'm going to try a thing. I don't know if it's going to work, but...
I'm not going near that thing.
Okay, no. Motherfucker. I apologise for wasting everybody's time. I'm doing my best. I'm trying my hardest, man. My score sponge is not the most craniated of things. Right, we're back here again.
Mr. Shoulder. I do not wish to.
Okay, still nothing to do with this. Fuck. So I'm missing a trick. I'm missing a very obvious trick, but I'm not sure what that obvious trick is. So my brain has not put the two and two together.
That's a peculiar idea.
Do I need more worms?
This. I've already taken. No. I can't see how that will.
I can't see how that'll help me either, but I have no other ideas. What do I do? That is a fucking good call, Jay. I did not think of that. You are a smarter cookie than I am. So basically, give this to her.
I dare you to.
Easy.
And then,
Yuck. Oh.
when this happens, we do the old fucking switcheroo. Smart move. Smart move, Jay.
I managed to swap them without her noticing.
You're a smarter cookie than me. See, this is why you're the MVP. Fucking goated J-Dog. Absolutely. Right, we're going. Speedrun. Speedrun. Mildred.
Good day.
Mildred. I got all the shit I need.
I have the ingredients.
Wonderful. Hand them over.
Make me joint paste. And I don't mean CBD.
Tell Mr. Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
Sweet, right. Off to the goat. Goat. Come to me, goat. Run. Run. Funnily enough, I'm not streaming tomorrow, as I mentioned in yesterday's stream, because I'm going to go and see Call of Cthulhu live, and one of the people playing the game is Thomasina, Sam Bayard, Karlak herself, which will be pretty fucking cool. I have met her before. No, absolutely fucking awesome.
Yes?
I've got a
some
poultice for your
absolutely
joints, Mr.
bitching
Bryden.
new rocks
It was
as well.
prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try. Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of 20 again. I suppose
Go.
you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice
Go.
for you in return.
Do it.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange. Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
Oh, that Foley work.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bryden.
Eunice the Provider achievement unlocked. Nice. Right. Back to the market. Speed run. Speed run. I will go on a little bit longer today because I think we are close to a good stopping point.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't.
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now.
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Follow me, then.
Off to the manor. New area.
Come on over. It's not much further.
That was definitely him that was painting over here, right? Sheep. Sheeps.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here, then. What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
Now I've got to convince her to get in there.
Where is Lord Panswick?
Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
I've no time for frolicking with the flock.
There's always time to frolic.
Some fine-looking flowers. Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
Bugger off. How about...
I don't wish to get...
How about I serenade you?
I'm not sure they would be...
So I need a reason.
I'm not sure they... That is well out of my reach.
That's another, like, moon carving, though, isn't it?
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know.
Do it.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant. And perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panswick.
I fucking called it.
You're Lord
called
Panswick.
it.
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
Something like that.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobbs Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. I promise I don't bite.
Well,
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us.
Hey, Pimpin.
Bewley is a godless
Thank you very much for the 4-month
Have you
freezer,
forgotten
buddy.
about St. Edmunds? Father Roach might disagree.
Happy 4-month Pookie.
I shall bring him back to
Thank
these
you very
lands,
much, Pim.
and this chapel shall be his seat
I hope you're
once
doing good.
again. A
I'm,
new world.
But it seems like
I'm
you wish
talking
to
to
bring
a
back
very
the past.
suspicious
From
gentleman
out of the old world shall come the new.
about
A
old
greater
gods.
truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your
I'm
lordship.
sure
This
it's
fair lady
fine,
here is
right?
in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobbs Barrow tomorrow?
Hobbs Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Don't trust
Yes.
anyone who says
I've
that
heard wonders
fancy.
about Mary de Plancy's baked
Valid.
puddings.
Very
I'd
valid.
rather like to try them for myself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes.
Yes.
But
Farewell, my beauty.
wait! They have some decent equipment here. It will be more than useful for the excavation. Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks.
And if you don't, what then? A fair trade. Cake for manual labour.
Good day.
Oh, another strumpet looking to find her way into his lordship's bedchambers, I see.
I'm nothing of the sort.
Ha! I've seen plenty of your sort before.
Some fine looking.
Such a dick.
I could just pick this up.
Then
fine-
please
some
do.
fine-
Or don't. That's also fine. Mutton.
No, that.
No. Okay.
Thank you for bringing me here, Miss Tompkins.
You're welcome, Mum.
I'll let her get on with her sweeping, though what exactly she is sweeping up remains something of a mystery.
The trick is to look busy. Just look busy, and people won't ask. It's fine. Do not concern yourself with it.
That's a peculiar idea.
But it was worth trying nonetheless. Right, we need to go and get some puds. Some puddies. What does she want for 'em? Can't let them go for free.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello.
Hello, Mrs. DePlancy. Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. DePlancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently.
Oh.
My thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewley. The
Ah.
most dashing cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. love is precious, pet. There's naught that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
Okay. So, how?
May I ask who?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Who will want
Won't
flowers?
they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for...
Sorry, Mrs. Duplancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
So what I'm hearing is I can't do anything about that right now. I have to wait until Father Roach comes back tomorrow in order to get the freshly baked cakes first thing in the morning. So let's have a look at the to-do. Explore beauty. So I've done this pretty effectively. I've done this. So I'm good with that. This one I think I have to do the next day.
I really don't want a mutton pie or a Scotch egg.
Oh, you're missing out.
I can't think of anything.
So, I think I have exhausted the options.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Selling them at a steal. Would miss like to buy some?
No, thank you. I'll let the worm enjoy his new home.
Scotch egg would be lovely. So I agree. Scotch eggs are fucking nice. You're new.
Good day.
Hello there.
Hello. Who are you?
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around
Ralph.
before.
I'm just visiting. What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want to bite?
No, thank you. I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
There's a new challenger has approached. Ralph. This big lump of horseshit here. Just still a new development.
Nobody home.
No, nothing. Right, let's try the pub then, shall we? Into pub.
There's nothing else.
Nothing.
I can't think.
Nothing.
There's nothing else.
Nothing. Wait, hold up.
I don't wish to give that away. I've no use for... The poor thing.
So there has to be more I can do. Because otherwise it would enable me to move forward. And
too much to do today to waste.
Yeah. So otherwise the time in the game would move forward. So picking up that quest means that there is probably more people now to talk to. And by that I mean like the whole pudding quest.
Fresh Scotch eggs!
I'm sorry, mate, I can't. I'm apparently not allowed to have a Scotch egg. See if Arthur's hanging around by the train line.
Hello? Hello?
No serenading to be had here.
That's a peculiar...
Nope. So I can't do anything there. I think I've kind of exhausted all avenues for the time being. So I don't really know where I've got to go.
Bugger off!
God, I've talked to people that sound exactly like him. I used to work with someone that sounded like that.
I don't think anyone is...
Right, so we've exhausted that. That's his manor, so we've already been there. Let us try speaking to old boy with the goat. Let's see what he's got to say. Oh, hello. That's new.
There's nothing else I wish to... The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque, on which is inscribed the name, Albert de Plancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
Hello? Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. de Plancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Right. So do I need to now go and get a headstone? I'm gonna guess I need to talk to her again. Say, your husband's grave looks remarkably barren.
Good day.
Hello, Miss...
Yep.
I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. de Plancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. You were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been
now
gone
I'll go and get the flower.
And already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippiastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
Big red plant.
What does a hippiastrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped with large red flowers.
Right, we know.
Hard to grow in this climate.
We know where that is.
They were his pride and joy.
That's over by his lordship's manor.
Is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippiastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. de Plancy. What does...
Oh, be tall.
Okay, that's a repeat of what we just
Thanks
went
for your
through.
blood.
Right, okay. So, off to his lordship's manor. We're going to go steal the flowers. We are a trained and experienced flower thief at this point. Stolen many a flower. There it is.
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. de Plancy mentioned.
No smell?
There's no scent.
You get away from my hippiastrum.
Ah, apologies.
Move!
Well, that confirms it.
Game saved. Now what?
Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me? Or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them.
Is that a no?
Sorry, Mom. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mom? Oh, please, Mom. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I can try.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mom.
What does Mr. Ambrose look like?
Red hair?
He's got brown hair.
Brown hair, okay.
I'm afraid I'll need a bit more to go on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mum. Please find him.
Hey, stop your nattering and get back to your sweeping.
For fuck's
Sorry,
sake.
Miss Fenchurch. Have you found me?
Not yet.
Please keep...
Okay, right. I'm after a dude with brown hair. Hang on. Hang on, he's the guy in the fucking... he's the musician, isn't he? That's in the pub. The words are difficult. The suspiciously new acquisition to the pub.
Time for a juicy...
Do you know Mr...
Aye, why'd you ask?
Isn't he normally here at the market?
Aye, he's normally 2 pies in by now. Don't know where he is. I'm sure someone around here must know where he is.
Goodbye.
Let me know if you get hungry now. Mutton pies!
You seen
Good
him?
day.
Care to buy...
Do you know Mr. Ambrose?
Eddie? Aye.
Have you seen him today?
Eddie, okay.
Well, maybe his milk's gone off. I hope so. Might mean some of his customers have some spare coin for me veggies. Ha!
Goodbye.
You know where I am.
Mutton pies!
He's a bit of a bastard, eh? Oh, that stall's vanished. Do you know about Ambrose, me mates?
Good day.
Me old shiner, me old lad.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose?
I do, yeah.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
Thank you. Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Right, east of Bewley. So, wouldn't that be... Is that out that way? That... I think that's the one that I've just not seen anything from yet, right? Aha! There we go, exposition time. We're on the right course.
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not. We talked about this one already. The red urn you buried in the garden for me. It seems like such a long time ago. I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood. We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed. Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? "William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece." Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
God, the difference between, like, after they've grown up a little bit compared to, like, when they were younger. Holy shit. Oh, man.
There's something ahead on the road.
Milkman. The man who bringeth the milk to market.
My God!
Well, that doesn't look good.
Mr. Ambrose! I'm going to help you.
Well, this isn't what I expected.
Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free. He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery, and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act. After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
Who were lost in visions of hell itself, the devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this to you?
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw.
The cat just licking up the milk.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
My love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand. As we made the arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
Here we go, baby. We're doing it.
My love.
My lover.
Eddie!
Bloomin. That's the stream title.
Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie!
Let's get out of here, my darling.
You thieving bint! I'll have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow!
The cheek!
Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
I fucking told her, didn't it?
Thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this god-forsaken estate again.
Good luck, you two.
Well, that's them gone. Can I just walk in here now? No, I cannot. Okay.
That is well out of my...
I'm sure that's another moon carving above that doorway there. However, old lady, I have for you a flower for your late, dearly departed. Does this look familiar, dear old lady?
I have something for you.
You found them? Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
One thing to another.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now, silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
True.
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
I'd do anything to make it so. Those flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. Duplancy.
You want to get yourself an umbrella or put your hood up? Well, if you catch your death a cold out here. Hey, it's not good for you. Lass of your age. Right, so now... pudding pie.
Here they are.
Some delicious bakey puds. So right, on the to-do. We have that, we have this. Okay. So do we just head straight back to his manor? Is he going to be there, do you reckon? Or is it a on the morrow kind of job? That kind of jobby. There's old Jimmy, there he is.
The vision returns.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. Duplancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
You are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly. Of course I would have lent you my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
Lord Panswick.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill my every whim. Or do I?
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no
Here's
idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Oh, I do. And that's what I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case, I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
And you know what? I'm going to say why not. And the reason I'm saying why not is because if he thinks that she is smitten, which she definitely isn't, later on that could prove useful.
Why not?
Splendid. I'm glad the rain doesn't put you off. You like to live a little dangerously, don't you, Thomasina? Let us stroll to the beck.
That sounds nice. We walked side by side down to the beck, his hand occasionally brushing my own.
No.
Despite Lord Panswick's entertaining company, I had an overwhelming feeling that time was being wasted. We ate those cakes down by the beck, and as he attempted the most charming lines he could muster upon me, I only had one thing on my mind.
Hobbs Barrow.
Father, could he be saved from his suffering? Was the answer to be found within Hobbs Barrow? I ached to find out. I didn't even notice the taste of those famous puddings. Seemingly disheartened by my lack of enthusiasm, Lord Panswick soon marched me back toward the ruined chapel.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobbs Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
Boom.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
There you go. Time is advanced.
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow. It's getting dark and cold. Time to head back to the plough and furrow.
So what I'm going to do,
I fear it's best.
I'm going to head back to the plough and furrow, and then once we have resolved the pub dwellings for the night, we shall head off of the stream after that, and we shall make sure that we have explored every possible avenue in the pub.
No one here.
I'm not convinced. There's a light on, but no one's coming to the door. Very strange. Alright, lads.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
Oh, here he is.
Your lordship.
Stanley, my good man.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewley. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
Right. Remember, do not accept drinks from people that you do not absolutely trust. Absolutely.
No thanks.
Miss Bateman, you're no fun.
I should keep a clear head for tomorrow.
Good thinking. In that case, I shall bid thee the fondest of farewells. May you conquer Hobbs Barrow and find all that you desire.
Thank you, your lordship.
I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobbs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves. Mr. Shoulder?
Your lordship?
No love lost between those two, then.
You've changed your tunes, Stanley, and I thought you didn't want me to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Well, what can I get you?
I'm fine for now, thank you. I'll leave those two to their...
Right, Arthur's in and we got Cyril in. Stanley's done. Let's talk to Shoulder. What you got to say?
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
Marvellous. When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Wonderful.
Can I count on your assistant?
Of course. I'll meet you here at the Plough and Furrow.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Okay, cool. That's him talk to. He's got a show to put on. Let's talk to Cyril real
Hello
quick.
again,
That should
Cyril.
be quick.
You're still here? Leave me be, lass.
Yep, there you go. That was quick.
I'd like to have... Maybe she didn't notice that I swapped the herbs, but it's not worth the risk.
Cool.
A lovely place.
So we've got these two. He's got a show to put on, and Arthur is a bit off.
I have nothing else to ask for the time. I have nothing...
Okay.
So,
Just Arthur.
seen her.
Arthur?
So he's pissed up again.
But something.
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside.
Well, Arthur's about to fucking die, isn't he?
Stinking drunk. But let's hear what he has to say. I have.
Oh dear, this isn't going to end well.
What is it?
First of all, I must apologize to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man. He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh, Arthur, that's... What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It was a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what he were on about.
He's going to get kicked by the horse, isn't he?
Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited. I concentrated. And it finally came back to me.
Please, you're keeping me in some serious suspense here.
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Ooh. Proper flashback.
Hurry now, Leonard.
I'm not as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
Aye, and it can't come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days?
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She would laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bit.
Wait. Who goes there? Did you hear something?
Interesting.
Ah,
they're in
a
cahoots.
moonlight tryst. After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Don't make me ask twice. I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard. It's sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
Come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, for I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Well,
thanks. I'd rather not go into...
Has Mr. Shoulder vanished? I don't see him. It's serenaded. Let this out. Oh. Yo, hold up. Hold the fuck up. What was that? The spooky is back. It's happening. expecting more spook. There we go. Spook is never far, exactly. Straight to sleep. No look around for Mr. Shoulder then. Oh, we're back on the moors. The Goblin Man returned. There he is.
So, Thomasina, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Sack's not what cause of their plight. I tell you, Thomasina, we're not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
But how do I...
Blood. The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you, but it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time is short.
Thank you for the
Your
resub.
father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. God, what a thing to end on. Thank you so much for the resub, Indy. I hope you're doing well, by the way, buddy. I am way past when I should have ended my stream. And now we've got to a good
what has been done.
stopping point.
Father,
It's a good stopping point. We're doing it. It's the cat.
Herbert, how did you get in here?
Hello, kitty.
It doesn't matter anymore. I've got much more important things to get on with.
So, save game. Stream. Save. Did that actually save it or not? I'm assuming it did. So, quit. Quit again. So, we are in the chill zone. We are now in the chill zone. But yeah, thank you to everyone that stopped in, by the way. I noticed I had a lot of new people in. Thank you very much for staying in. The people that have popped in, have stayed around. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for all of the resubs tonight. I've had at least like 3 or 4 tonight, which I am very thankful for. Thank you very much. Luke got tall. No, this is just the chill out zone. So like you can never see like below like, well, like the top line on my shirt, I guess. But yeah, like I do actually have like the rest of a body. Like it's right here. It's there. You just never see it because I'm not like, you know, the typical quote unquote the typical VTube thing where you log in and all you see is this instantly. You're like, oh, this is a good stream. Streamers don't have legs confirmed. Exactly, we're Winnie the Poohing it. So I'm gonna go find someone to raid. So let's see who we can raid. But yeah, again, thank you to everyone that stuck around. It was a bit of a longer stream. I promise we shall finish this next Wednesday. We're gonna do it. I honestly thought I was gonna do it that stream. I didn't realise it was this long. I thought it was only like a 4 or 5 hour game. We've played it for 6 hours. We're doing it. We're doing all the extra stuff. It means I'm like probably not missing as much as I think I am, which is nice. So let us go and see who we can raid. Let's go raid Wormcake, because they dropped me a follow, didn't they? No, wait. I think I raided Wormcake yesterday, so I don't want to do back-to-back raids on the same person if I can help it. So let's do a similar or smaller channel, please, Twitch, if you would be so kind. It's only showing me people I'm following, which is quite weird. It doesn't normally do that. Show me everybody, goddammit. Show me everyone. That's alright, Indy. Thank you for the resub. And I apologise that I'm like instantly going as soon as you turn up. I promise it is not intentional. It's just the typical UK to Australia time zone difference. I am going to go and raid Ivy. Ivy's a good egg. Ivy's a good little nugget. Give them some love. If it wasn't an awkward time for us, I'd be here more valid. And I do appreciate you being here, even if it is like just in passing. It's still support, and I do very much treasure any support that people dish out to me. It's very much like that. I like being able to play games and intrigue people and entertain. It's a good feeling. It does the good brain juice. So I'm going to go raid Ivy. You'll be good. This is the last stream with this week, so I will see you next Monday for more TF2 stuff. You'll have a fucking amazing weekend. Have a brilliant Friday, and I will catch you on Monday. You'll take it easy now. Bye bye.